All righty, first workout in May. So let's get started. 30 jumping jacks. Whenever you guys are ready. Either step up or jump. All right, 30 total. Once you get your 30, you can grab onto that sweat towel or your band, arms out in front. Let's do our halos. 5 around to the right, 5 around to the left. Bend your elbows as much as you need here, just opening up those arms and shoulders, each direction. Feels good if you've been hunched over all day. 5 each direction, and then bring that towel to the top of your back. Keep that chest nice and open. Bring those shoulders down. We're gonna go into our hinges. Point that tailbone back. Knees unlocked. Straight back. Let's do 2 more. And once you get your 2, we're gonna move into our squats. So take those feet nice and wide, 4-point squat. Remember, take your time. Reach for your toes as far as you can go. Bend at your knees, drop as low as where you're comfortable. Heels are on the ground, arms are overhead, and then come to standing. 5 total. Take your time, just move through it at your own pace, opening up as much as you'd like, dropping as low as what feels like a stretch to you. And breathing. Ooh, 5 total. Once you reach your 5, bring those feet in. We'll go into our hanging stretch, knees unlocked. Reaching down to the right side, hanging out in the front, coming around to the left, rolling it on up. Let's do 3, where we go down to the right side first. Working our way right to left. And then 3, opposite direction, left to right. 3 and 3. Once you get your 3 and 3, you can roll on up. Set that towel off to the side. We're just gonna go into our hip opening stretches. We'll do our front stretches first. Left foot forward, right foot way back behind you. Keep inching that foot back until that heel is up, and then you can drop that hip down. Remember, you can stay up tall, you can drop it low, do whatever feels comfortable. Just work on pushing that hip down. If you wanna move around here, even bending and straightening your leg, you can. Just feeling that stretch on that back hip, on your quadricep down to your kneecap. Take a breath. And then carefully bring those feet closer together, roll it on up. We're just gonna switch sides. So opposite leg forward, right leg forward, left leg back. Inch that foot back so that heel is up. And then start to drop that hip down. Remember, you can stay up tall. You can bring your hands to a chair. You can bring your hands to the floor. Going wherever your flexibility is today. Mine changes every day. As long as you're feeling that stretch, you're doing a good job. Feel free to move around as much as you need to here. Take 1 more deep breath. And then bring those feet closer together, roll it on up. And we're just gonna go side to side. So feet super wide. Everything's pointed forward. And then let's bend at the left knee first. Sitting back, feeling that stretch in the inner part of our right thigh now. Same thing, go as low as wherever you feel comfortable. You wanna reach for the floor, you can. If that's not okay, stay up taller. And then let's just switch. Let's bend with our right knee, left leg extended, feeling our inner left thigh now. Same thing, move around here if you need to. Inhale, exhale, come through center, walk those feet in closer together till you feel comfortable. Rolling it on up, coming back up to standing. We're just gonna finish with our ankle stretch. Point and flex with the right foot. And then circles, let's do circles around right. And reverse circles around left. Shake it on out, switch sides, point and flex. To the left. And then we'll do circles around left. And circles around to the right. All right, shake it on out, grab yourself a sip of water. And we're gonna get going here in a minute. All right, so tonight we're gonna do 2 giant circuits. They're gonna be identical. So they're gonna look the same, but they're gonna have different exercises in them. So we're gonna do long circuit times tonight. So we're gonna work for time. We're working for 1 minute. So 1 minute is our longer time. We're gonna rest, recover for 30 seconds in between, okay? We're gonna have 4 different motions and we're gonna go through them 3 times. So with the 1 minute interval, because it's a little bit longer, you have to think about pacing yourself a bit more than when we just do 30 seconds or like 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Those ones are pretty fast and you want to move pretty fast. With these ones, think about pacing yourself, but so that you're kind of working that full minute. You don't want to have to break halfway in between. So you're gonna grab onto your weights. Your first exercise, we're gonna alternate between a right and a left push press, okay? So weights are gonna come up to your shoulders, elbows down, knuckles to the sky. Push press, you use your legs, but you're gonna bend and just the right arm's gonna come up, okay? You're gonna come down, you'll bend again, left arm up, goes up, okay? So it's gonna look like this, alternate right, down, left. Bending the knees, using that lower body every time, okay? 1 minute on total, alternating between your right and your left. Once we hit that 1 minute, you can set your weights down. You're gonna have 30 seconds to rest, recover, and transition. Exercise number 2, we're gonna alternate our lunges. We're gonna go between right and left lunges. You can do forward stepping lunges. You can do reverse lunges where you're stepping back. Either one is fine. If you want to make it a little bit harder, add some weights and just hold your weight down by your side, okay? Body weight or with weights, your choice. Just remember, it's a full minute going back and forth between your right and your left. Exercise number 3, you do need to grab your weights again if you left them out for your lunges. We're gonna go into an alternating right and left row, bent over row. So knees unlocked, bent over row position, flat back. Arms are both gonna start dangling down. You're gonna pull with just your right arm first, elbow back, coming down, and then you're gonna switch, left arm, elbow back, squeeze, lower down. Kind of like our push press, that first exercise, we're just gonna go back and forth between our right and left the whole time. Same thing, 1 minute, and then you got 30 seconds. Last movement is gonna be a swing. So this is where you can grab your kettlebell or you can just take your 1 dumbbell, whatever you like, hike your weight back. Regular swings, nothing fancy. Okay, same thing, going for a full minute. And then we got 30 seconds, and then we're gonna repeat that 3 times through. So alternating right and left push press, alternating lunges, either forward stepping or reverse, alternating bent over row, and then swing. 30 seconds, 1 minute of work, 30 seconds of rest recovery, and we'll do that 3 times through. So your first time around is your time to kind of decide how to pace yourself well, and then you can make adjustments on your second and your third time around. All right, so grab your weights. We're gonna start with those push press. I'm gonna keep walking through it. So starting in 10, alternating right and left push press, first minute. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, first minute. Remember your bend, extend, you're just using one side at a time, using your legs though, every time, alternate which arm is going up. Pacing ourselves out, full minute of work. Inhale, exhale. Make sure you're letting that lower body help that upper body. You're just over halfway. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds off. Set those weights down, off to the side, stick out your arms. Got 30 seconds here to catch your breath. Next exercise we're going into is those alternating lunges. Your choice if you want to add weight to them, be my guest. If you want to just do them body weight, that's also fine. We're going to do 1 minute, alternating right, left, stepping forward or stepping back. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Same thing. Remember, this first round, we're kind of pacing out our movements so that we can last the full minute of work. Make sure you're pushing off either that front leg if you're stepping forward or that back leg if you're stepping back. Coming back, feet together every time. You're halfway. Keep going. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, here's those 30 seconds off. Catch your breath, let your heart rate come down. Alternating bent over rows are coming up next. Remember this one, we're alternating between right and left, just like our push press. Grab both your weights. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Right arm, left arm. Stay in that bent over position the whole time. Squeeze that shoulder blade. Relax your knees. Flatten your back. Keep it going. Pace yourself out. You're halfway. Squeeze that core. Lift that chest. Drive your elbow back every time. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Here's those 30 seconds off. Set those weights down. Give yourself a breather. Last exercise before we repeat is going to be your swing. So if you have a kettlebell and you want to use it, go ahead and grab it. If not, you can just do this with your dumbbell. Going in 10 seconds. Last of our 4 motions before we start our second time through. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Hike that weight back. Stand up fast. Squeeze those glutes. 1 minute here. Breathe and go. Halfway. Keep going, guys. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest, 30 seconds off. Weights down. All right, that's one time through. We're going back to the top, alternating right and left push press. So hopefully you found your pace. If you're too fast the first time around, you know where to slow down. If you felt just fine and you want to speed up on some of these, be my guest. We got 10 seconds. We're going to start that second round. Alternating right and left push press. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Bend those knees. Explode up. Alternate which arm's on top. Overhead press, using that lower body to help leverage. Make sure you're not arching your back. Keep your core tight. Round 2 of 3. Keep going, you're more than halfway. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds off. All right. Catch that breath. We got 20 more seconds of rest recovery going into those lunges. Remember, with or without weight. If they felt really easy last time and you did them body weight, maybe try them with your weights this time. Completely up to you. So here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to work, alternating right and left, full minute. Keep it moving the full time. Breathe and go, about halfway. Fifteen seconds. 2, 1, rest. 30 seconds off here. Catch your breath. All right, coming up, guys, we have alternating bent over row, right and left. Every other, just like those push press. Grab onto those weights if you set them down. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bent forward, knees are unlocked. Back is flat. Driving your elbow back, keep that core engaged. Every other, right and left. Halfway, nice time to check your form. Are your knees still unlocked? Is your back still flat? Are you rounding your spine anywhere? Still driving that elbow back. 20 more seconds. Almost there. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 30 seconds off. Last movement coming up, we have our swing. Kettlebell or dumbbell. 1 minute of swing. 15 more seconds. Get that heart rate back down. We're working for twice the amount of time that we're resting today. All right, here we go. Back to work in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hike that weight back. Stand up tall, squeeze those glutes on top. 1 minute of swing. Halfway. Almost there. 10 seconds. Keep going. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. And rest. 30 seconds. All right, guys. We've made it through 2 rounds with these exercises. We have our last round coming up. So last time through with these exercises before we take a break in between. So alternating right and left push press. Last opportunity. Here we go. We're starting again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Last round. Should know where your pacing's at now based on your first 2 rounds. Use that lower body to drive that arm up. Keep it going, halfway. Push, push, almost there. 15 seconds. All the way to the end. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds off. Catch your breath. Last time through with these lunges. I might do some reverse lunges just to switch it up on my last time, but you can step forward, step back. Remember, optional to grab your weight. Last opportunity with these reverse lunges, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We'll try to keep that chest up, bending that back knee. Keep everything facing the same direction. Shoulders, hips, feet, knees. Halfway. Almost there, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, 30 seconds off here. Heart rate comes down. Last time through bent over row, alternating right and left. Coming up next. 10 seconds and we go. Set those weights down, make sure you grab them. Feet hip width distance, unlock your knees. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Bent over, flat back. Core engaged. Chest lifted. Drive that elbow back halfway. Almost there, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds off here. One more movement, guys. Let me take a little bit of a breather. Swings are last. Either with that kettlebell or with that one weight. Got one more minute. And then we get to catch our breath for a couple minutes in between. Moving on to new exercises. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Work. Going for these swings. Remember, stand up tall, lock everything out on top. Don't let your back arch. You're more than halfway. Fifteen seconds. Two, one. All right, time. Whew. All right, go ahead. Grab your breath here. Towel off. We're going to take a couple minutes in between these circuits to recoup. Nice work. Halfway there. All righty. So while you guys are resting, let's just start talking about round 2. 4 new movements. It's going to be the exact same. You're going to work for a minute. You're going to have 30 seconds of rest in between. We're going to work top to bottom 4 movements, and then we're repeating 3 times through. So your very first movement is going to be a sumo squat. So actually for this, let me see if that's right. Yeah, for this whole circuit, you just need one of your weights, okay? So sumo squat, we're going to hold goblet style, one weight in the middle of your chest. Sumo, you're just going to go super wide with your squat. It's a little wider than normal. Toes are pointed out 45 degrees. Drop your hips down as low as you can, coming back up to standing, okay? Completely regular sumo squats. 1 minute though, so pace yourself on your timing. Don't go too fast off the start because it's going to be a lot of squats. Second movement is going to be an alternating lateral lunge. So position yourself in the middle of your mat so that you can go right, center, and left. Okay, so lateral lunges, alternating right and left, up to you, just like there are other lunges. If you want to hold weights on and make it a little harder, your option, feel free to do that. Or you can just do them body weight. Exercise number 3, we're going to do single arm clean. For this one, we're going to do the first 30 seconds on our right side, and then I'll cue you in. We're going to switch to our left side for the second 30, okay? So single arm, you're going to dip, and you're going to drive up to your shoulder. Dip, drive to your shoulder. Okay, 30 seconds, and then we'll switch. We'll get 30 seconds on our left side. You can do that with your kettlebell as well if you prefer. Your option. Our last movement, this is where you might need your mat if you want. We're going to be doing our plank. We're going to move between downward dog and plank. So this is a moving plank. So you're going to come to high plank, hands are right underneath your shoulders, hips are down. From here, you're going to send your hips back, hit a downward dog just for a second. You're going to come back, you're going to hit high plank, pause, lift, hit downward dog, lower to plank. So it's always moving, okay? So I don't want you to get married to the downward dog position. That's more likely than getting married to the plank position. Okay, so that's kind of a rest. It's kind of a pop our hips up and then drop them right back down, hit the plank. Lift, hit the plank. If you don't want to do the downward dog and you just want to hold plank the whole time, that's also your option. We'll make it a little bit harder, but moving back and forth between downward dog and plank. So we have sumo squat, one weight in the top, super wide. We have alternating lateral lunges. We have single arm clean, 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left, and then our plank to downward dog, and then we repeat. All righty, with that, we're gonna get going round two. So get ready, grab your one weight. In 10 seconds, we're going right back into sumo squat. For 1 minute, same thing with this first round. Time to feel it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, back to work. The feet are wide, heels and toes are out to the side, weights up at your chest, sitting your hips back, knees point out to the side, going as low as you feel comfortable, coming on up. 1 minute of squats. Breathe and go. Halfway. Twenty seconds. Figuring out what our pacing is. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, rest, 30 seconds. All right, catch your breath. Coming up next, we have alternating lateral lunges. So you want to get yourself right in the middle of your mat or with space on your right and your left. Remember with these, you could add weight as well if you want the added challenge, up to you. Here we go, back to work in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, stepping out to the right, back to center, stepping out to the left, back to center. Moving like a pendulum side to side. Hips go back every time. Middle leg is straight, outer leg is the one that's bending. Glutes will be on fire after these 2 exercises back to back, squats into lunges. Keep going, almost there. Couple more, you get 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest, 30 seconds off. All right, catch your breath here, guys. Next exercise coming up is those single arm cleans. Remember, we're gonna do 30 on our right before switching to our left. I'll count you in. You just need one weight, or you can do this with your kettlebell, your choice. You have the option. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Right side, dip, drive up to your shoulder. Dip, drive up to the shoulder. Right side for 30. Use those legs, drive that weight up. It's not just the upper body motion. All right, 5 seconds, we sit, switch. 3, 2, 1, switch over to your left. Dip and drive. We're on the left side now. Same thing. Drive that arm up by those legs. Weight stays close to the body. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest, 30 seconds. All right, in this 30 seconds, remember we're gonna be transitioning down the floor for our plank to downward dog. So if you need a moment to do that, go ahead. We'll be starting in high plank, moving between high plank and downward dog. 10 seconds and we go. All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. High plank, push the hips back, downward dog, back to high plank. Squeeze the glutes as you come back down through plank. Make sure your shoulder position over your wrist. Hit a good plank before you move. So it's just a slight pause in either place. Breathe and go. It's almost like doing a rollout without needing a wheel or a ball. You're halfway. Shoulders over wrists every time, 20 seconds. Last 10. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, we got 30 seconds. We got to make our way back up. For one time around. Got 2 more to go. We're starting back up with Sumo Squats. 15 seconds. Let that heart rate drop. Catch your breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, grab that weight. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Wide stance. Heels, toes out to the side. Drop the booty down. Keep the chest up. Point the knees out. Doing good. Halfway. Taking your hips as low as you feel comfortable, feeling that back in the glutes, sitting way back behind you. Doing it sumo style, you got a lot of space. Bring your hips down. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, 30 seconds. Whew. Catch that breath there. 30 seconds off, shake out the legs because we're going into alternating lateral lunges. These are those 2 lower body ones back to back. Glute burners. Add your weights if you like. Here we go, back to work. In 3, 2, 1. Stepping out right, center, stepping out left, center, hips back every time. If you're doing them body weight, it's nice to, I like to kind of bring my arms out in front to counterbalance my hips going back. Looking on those knees, staying where they are, sending your hips back behind you. Heels, toes, everything's face forward, remember? Everything's facing the same direction as our hips and shoulders. Fifteen seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, 30 seconds off. Whew. Nice job, guys. Coming up, you have your single arm swing. Single arm swing, single arm cleans, either just one weight or one kettlebell. Remember, first 30 seconds, we work right. Second 30 seconds, we'll work on our left. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Back to our right side. Dip. Drive that weight up to your shoulder. Pausing at your shoulder for just a second. Letting that weight come right down the center of your body. Ending with the elbow in. Keep that chest up, no rounding your back. All right, we're switching sides in 3, 2, 1, switching over to the left. Dip and drive. Second half. Same motion. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, 30 seconds, set your weight down, make your way down to the floor, moving between plank and downward facing dog. Remember, every time you hit your plank, think squeeze your glutes, make sure those shoulders are over your fingers. Good planks every time, especially because we're moving through them. Here we go, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to work. High plank to downward dog. Shifting the hips back, shifting the hips down. Squeeze those glutes as you lower so you don't overextend and arch your back. If you start to feel a pinch in your low back, you might be dropping your hips too far. Be conscious of where their stopping point should be. More than halfway. Keep it going. Breathe and go. Don't hold your breath. You got less than 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, guys. That's 2 times around. We have 1 more to go with these exercises before we finish out for tonight. 4 more minutes of work. We start back up with sumo squats. Whew, 13 more seconds. Catch your breath. Get that heart rate down. And we'll go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Last opportunity. Make sure those squats look good. Nice and wide. Knees out to the side. Hips are back. Chest is up. Last minute of sumo squats. See if you can get your hips down 1 inch lower than you did before. We got 30 seconds left and you're done. Keep pushing, almost there. 10 seconds. Last couple. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, catch that breath, weight down, shake out those legs. Last time through, alternating lateral lunges. Coming up. 1 minute down, 3 more minutes of work left in this workout. Go back to work in 10. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Stepping out right, center. Stepping out left, center. Last alternating lunges. Drop and go. Remember, you're pushing off the side of that foot. Get your feet back to center. Keep that chest up, hips back. Halfway. 15 seconds. Three, two, one, rest. All right, 30 seconds off here. Whew, cleans coming up, last set of cleans. All right, guys, 10 seconds and we go. Remember, it's 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left. Starting in 3, 2, 1, dip and drive. Using those legs, drive that weight up to your shoulder, ending with the elbow close by the body. Chest up, hips back. All right, getting ready to switch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching over left side, 30 seconds. Second half. Almost there, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, 30 seconds off, rest. Catch that breath. We're making our way down to the floor. 1 more minute left in this workout. We're doing our plank to downward dog. Making it our best planks yet. We're going 10 seconds here. Last minute to push, and then we're gonna recover. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, back to work. Lift the hips, dropping down, squeeze, hold. Lift the hips, drop down, squeeze, hold. Rolling in and out of that high plank. Getting those shoulders in the right position every time. Don't short yourself and stay with your hips up in the air the whole time. Get them down. Halfway, 30 more seconds. Keep going, as many as you can. Fifteen seconds. Squeeze those glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Whew. All right, guys. Take your time. You need a minute getting back up, feeling yourself off the floor. Nice work. You need to grab some water, towel off. Go ahead. And then grab your chair. And we'll meet for seated stretches. Good. Sticky out here. Humid and sticky. All right. Whenever you find your way back to your chair, we'll make our way into our stretches. So let's extend our right leg out, heels down, toe is up. Leaning forward with a flat back. Deep breath. Go ahead and switch sides when you're ready. Left leg extends. And bring your left leg in. Let's bring our right leg up. Hip opener stretch. Right above left. Let that hip open out to the side. And lean forward if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch. Hard part's over. Hand on the outside of your knee, reaching around your chair, looking behind you, looking over that right shoulder. Small twist here. And making our way back to center, untwisting that leg. Let's switch sides, left leg up, knee over, left knee over right, letting that hip fall down to the side. Feeling that stretch, leaning into it if you need. And sitting up, let's add that spinal twist, hand on the outside of your knee, reaching behind your chair, looking over the left shoulder. And carefully coming back to center. Release that leg, shake it on out. Moving our way to our upper body, right arm across the body, hug it in nice and close. Let's stretch from your shoulder. You can add a little bit more twist on here if you want some upper body twisting. Moving to the side. And then let's switch left arm across the body, hug it in close first. And then if you've got that shoulder stretch, if you want to add a little twist, you can. And back to center, release both hands behind your back, clasp those fingers together, drop them down, drop your shoulders, and then pull those arms away from your body. Really opening up your chest, tilting your head right to left, stretching that neck. And then releasing your hands, let them come forward, round that back, push your arms forward. Feel that space in between your shoulder blades. And then two arms come overhead, reach all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale, and then let's reach over to our right side. And back to center, switch hands if you need to, reaching up to center again, and then over to our left side. And then back to center one more time, reaching up. Inhale, and exhale everything out and down, and rolling out those shoulders. Awesome work. Thank you guys for hanging out.